to not play catch up in a game I've invested so much energy and time in is gonna feel real bizarre to me, I'm sure. To be on the same level as everyone else narratively. That's gonna be a good feeling.
The question is, how will the Empire respond to the disappearance of Omega and the Primal? Oh, I didn't see you there. Forgive me. Word from Baelsar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
As you do.
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
Yes, sir.
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's wall.
Oh, I have to get used
and
to
what of the Primal and Omega?
I have to get used to Lyse. First off, her name. Second off, her face. Oh, that's gonna get some getting used to.
There is still no sign of either at this time. He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation shortly. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
As expected.
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Baelsar's wall is open to interpretation.
The wall serves to demarcate Imperial territory, Alamigo included, from the rest of Eorzea. To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Alamigo? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lyse. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Alamigan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lyse's, given her personal connection to the Resistance. Who better than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Alamigo? Assuming you are willing, of course.
Of course I am! You know I'd like nothing more!
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way. Are you available?
Yeah, I knew I was gonna do the fist
Thanks.
emote.
It means a lot knowing you'll be there. I too shall accompany you. Such endeavors are seldom hampered by a surfeit of healers.
Good point. Allow me to offer my services as well.
I have spent quite enough time here of late, so I'll be coming. But we will need someone to keep an eye on things.
Tataru?
I trust you have no objections?
Oh, never mind. I didn't even notice him there.
None, my lady. Gladly shall I continue to serve as caretaker of the Waking Sands, and there keep watch for signs of primal and Ascian activity both.
As capable as my learned friend undoubtedly is, there are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
It is settled then. Let us each see to our preparations.
Scion's getting it done. You love to see it. Oh, new quest acceptance. What's the quest completion gonna sound like? I'm not gonna find out now, though. That's, whoops. That is a thing that I will wait. I'm not even gonna talk to anybody. Talk to everybody, get this sorted, and then we're doing Stormblood. Officially. The quest sound effect nailed it. Okay. Distractions out of the way. Getting back into the MSQ. Finally starting Stormblood. Finally. Finally. Alright.
Ready, my friend?
Yeah, ready.
Well then. Tataru, I leave the rising stones in your capable hands.
Don't worry, Alphino. I'll see that the place is still standing when you come back.
Mistress Y'shtola has unfolded all. You are bound for Girabania?
Aye. The Alliance would have us make contact with the Alamegan resistance as soon as possible.
It begins then. As soon it shall in Doma, if the gods are good. 'Tis but a pity it must be now. I am sorry that we shall not be present to fight beside you in the battles to come.
You have stood with us countless times, Lady Yugiri. Pray do not apologize.
Then let us thank you instead. You and yours stood with us from the first, when we came to this land as refugees in search of sanctuary. Loath am I to think what might have become of my people, had you not extended to us the hand of friendship. We will never forget. This I solemnly swear.
Much has changed since first you set foot on these shores. Revenant's Toll stands as a testament to that. I'm sure your people will manage in your absence.
Indeed. They have built a new home for themselves and no longer need me to shepherd them. The time has come for Kosetsu and I to return to our master, to our home.
I know how you feel. It's time I went home too.
Though our battlefields be 1,000 mounds apart, our purpose is one. That all men hearken to the clarion call of freedom, of liberation, from Eorzea to the far east, that they may rise up and cast down the curse of Garlemald.
Take care, you hear me? When all of this is over, we're going to celebrate. Together. Just you wait.
I should like that very much. Faye.
Whoops. Didn't let her say goodbye. A 1,000 realms apart, yet united in purpose. Let us pray both our endeavors meet with success. Shall we then? I hope so. Wait, not just yet. I knew I'd forgotten something important, Lyse. Would you come with me? Me? What, now? Alright, then, if you insist. I love the emotes that Tataru does. It's like, yeah. Whoa, what the hell? Damn. Wait, this is why Jake likes... Alright. Long story short, Jake's someone in the Discord I'm in. He has multiple quote-unquote wives, and I was told this was one of those wives, and immediately I can see why now. Like, I was told before, and now I see it. As you can see, I designed it to be light and loose, an outfit's tailor-made to the needs of a skilled fighter like Lyse. Your work never ceases to impress. Much more of this, and I may have to stop introducing you as the Scion's receptionist and start referring to you as our preeminent seamstress. True. It's lovely, Tataru. Thank you. I feel like I could take on a legion. I'm glad you like it, and with that, I'll delay you no further. Safe travels. Then onward to Girabania. Our first stop will be at Amaris... Ah god, I can't pronounce this right. Amarisse's Spire in the East Shroud. Alright, now what? All are present and accounted for. When you're ready, my friend, pray inform the officer that we wish to proceed into Girabania. Ah, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. We were told to expect you. Shall I summon someone to escort you to the wall? Why, yes. Oh? Cutscene? Cutscene?
I remember crossing the border, standing in Girabania once more. Me and my fellow Scions, the warrior of light among us. Behind us, Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other. Tyranny and the promise of a new beginning. But one that could only be bought with flames and blood.
Oh man. Nice title. Alamigo proper. Oh, wait a minute. Because in southern Danalan, the little Alamigo is just the encampment. Proper Alamigo is like an entire region, apparently. Okay. And then Castle Mabania, Locks, Peaks, Fringes, Ragos, Reach. Wait, so where is... I think Aziz's Law is here? No. Abalathi is spined. Okay. I got that confused. Cool. Let's touch. Greetings, Scions. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, I welcome you to Castromorians. Thank you, General. We are relieved to hear that your forces secured the wall without incident. Have the Imperials made any attempt to retake the Castrum since then? None, save for a few skirmishes between our scouts and their patrols. They've had barely any contact with them. We all know that's only a matter of time before things escalate. As if attacking Belisar's wall weren't enough, Ilberd summoned a primal right on their doorstep, and Garlemald does not like to let such shows of defiance go unanswered. So it's a declaration of war, even if it was not Ilberd's to make, and now we're bound by it. For weal or for woe, the Scions stand ready to serve, General. What would you ask of us? As stated in my message, the Alliance will not proceed without the support and cooperation of the Alamegan people. We would have you serve as our emissaries and make contact with the Resistance. Consider it done, General. We won't let you down, I swear. Then I'll leave you to it. Godspeed. Oh, hi, Sid. Of all the Castra in all the world, you walk into mine. Master Garland, what brings you here? A certain missing Allagan weapon and draconic primal. Omega and Shinryu, I think the shinobi called it. Anyway, we've been studying their trail of destruction, hoping it might lead us somewhere, which it has singularly failed to do. Then 'tis like Omega fell into Earth in occupied territory. I don't know, I do the voices and I feel like Sid and Roban's voice, when I do them, sound exactly the same. Meaning it may already be in Imperial hands. Even so, it bears repeating that we engage the stasis systems. Assuming the command was received and executed successfully, the weapon will be of no use to them, assuming we can hurry up and find it regardless. All the more reason to reach out to the Resistance. If we want to press on into Girabania, we'll need their blessing. Everyone's counting on us. Let's not waste any more time talking. Oh, okay. I guess it just gives me level 66. Great. Oh, that's why, because it was like 300k. Alright. As you've probably heard, there are many factions in the Resistance, though I'm taking us to see the one with the most influence. Their headquarters are located in a place called Ralgar's Reach, an old temple to the east of here, across the Velodina River. I learned a route that should allow us to avoid Imperial patrols. Stick with me and we'll be there for you. Before you know it. We'll be there for you. We're back to not being able to fly. Oh well. And things are starting to aggro me very quickly. Oh, there's a new battle theme. That's cool. I didn't think of that. I guess that makes sense because Heaven Sword had the same thing, but still with me? Good. From here, we'll head northeast towards the river. The water's not too deep, so we won't have to swim. I don't see any soldiers. Good, let's cross. You're wondering about the tower to the south. Is that where the big boss man is? It's part of Castellum Velodina. That's what the Imperials decided to call the old bridge after they fortified it. I call it the Great Big Eyesore. Honestly, you can see that rotten banner from absolutely miles away. They never miss a chance to rub our noses in it, do they? Come on, we should keep moving. There's a lot of broken machinery here. I actually remember that. That was... If you look at a YouTube video of the 1.0 trailer, not the end of Final Fantasy XIV way back, but like, I think it was the intro CG trailer, you would see this is actually a ship, and it looked like a really thin animal creature thing, but this is a ship that would be flying around in that trailer during like some big war. It was hype, and I remember seeing that years ago. I'm sure I must have seen it when it first came out, even though I wasn't interested in the game back then. But I distinctly remember that ship. We're here. On the other side of this pass is Rhalgr's Reach. So you say, but all I see are rocks. I presume there's some sort of trick to this. Indeed, a glamour. Good eye, Y'shtola. A house-sized glamour. I take it they've a talented mage in their ranks, or mayhap an artificer trained in the modification of glamour prisms. Something like that. The important thing is that it fools the Garleans. Oh, before we go in, I don't know if the Taru told you, but my friend Nago, the messenger who came to the Rising Stones, is a member of this faction. So they know us, and they shouldn't attack us on sight. That said, they can be a bit jumpy, so let me lead the way, and don't go reaching for your weapons in it or anything. What just happened? And with a sprinkle of demasking dust, all is laid bare. Okay. Enter Rhalgr's Reach. Okay, so we just literally just get in. Alright.
I remember the old stories, how the Breaker of Worlds came down from on high and cleft the earth with a single blow. Rhalgr's Reach, a holy place, and a fitting home for the Resistance, for the brave and the true, the loyal sons and daughters of Alamigo. They were waiting for us there, men and women whose souls still cried out for what was lost, for what could be ours again.
The music's interesting. I like the environment. It's a badass looking statue. Hang on. That specifically, like that in the center, in the distance, and the entrance of whatever that complex is, reminds me a lot of, if you've ever seen Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. There's a part in the movie that reminds me of that a lot, actually. Except for the statue. The statue wasn't there. Conrad. You'll forgive us our precautions, but we couldn't be sure who had crossed the barrier. We see you now for who you are, though. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Now I would... Let me change. Now I know you would not have come all this way unless you had something important to discuss. And I'm eager to hear what it is you have to say. But let's not do this on our doorstep, eh? Come with me. Can I? Oh, I can. Oh, good shit. I may as well ride this car then. You know how some cars have like the power to just jump? But not like that, but like have the front of their car bopping up and down. I can do that. Oh, this is a city proper. You know what we'll do? Let's not complete the quest just yet. Hang on. So I see 1, 2. Oh, there's a dungeon there. Okay, so it's really small from the looks of it. Let's go over to this one and sort it out. Wait, where is it? Oh, we have to go this way. Did I just hear someone hum? Maybe that was part of the song. Oh, you know what? That might actually be the car. Maybe. I don't hear it doing it again. Tune yourself. The Fringe's Gate is now accessible as an Ethernet destination. Alright. That's all I wanted to do. Let's continue.
Allow me
Voices?
to welcome you once more to Ralga's Reach,
Voices.
our humble headquarters. My name is Conrad Kemp, and I have the dubious honor of overseeing operations here.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Kemp. I am Alphino Leveilleur of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, as are my comrades. Before I speak of our purpose here, pray allow me to thank you for sheltering Ida, forgive me, Lyse, and Papalimo at great risk to yourselves.
No, there's no need for that. They risked their necks for us enough times. 'Twas the least we could do.
I wanted to, I mean, about the mask and...
Ah, don't fret over that. You're not the first person to take up arms against the Empire under a false name. We'd do the same if we had any sense. My condolences for your loss, child.
Papalimo laid down his life to save us, to give us a chance to make a better future for ourselves. There will never be a better time to drive the Garleans from our lands. But we have to take the lead on this. We can't leave it to fanatics like Ilberd.
More than a few of our people were taken in by his promises. Followed him all the way to the wall. Good men and women who never came back. When Monago told us what had happened, how the bastard had made sacrifices of them for his twisted ritual, by Rolger, it filled me with an unholy fury. But what's done is done. Best we can do now is see that it wasn't all in vain.
That is why we are here today, sir. To see that some good comes of this tragedy. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, we do hereby extend a formal offer of military assistance to the Alamegan resistance.
Do you now? Well, go on then. I'm sure there's more to it than that. So that's the way of it, eh? The Alliance, hoping to avoid a direct confrontation with the superior forces of the Empire, wishes to engage them by proxy with our vastly inferior ones. My comrades and I must confer on your proposal. A moment, if you please.
Why does it sound like he's not going to agree to this?
Of course, Master Camp. Take all the time you require.
Alright. Finally getting some decent XP. Since we're not doing post content. Alright. Also, I'm probably not gonna care about glamoring my gear. Unless it... Like, that helmet, I'm gonna glamour it back to the Valkyrie wings. But I don't think I'm gonna keep any gear that's coming in from like visual alone. Forgive me. You're free to look around Ralger's Reach. In fact, I would encourage you to do so. It'll give you a better grasp of our current circumstances. Thank you, Master Kent. Believe me, we will do just that. Let us make the most of this opportunity and assess the Resistance responsibilities. Free to poke our noses wheresoever we will, eh? I like the sound of that. I'm sure she does. Well, I already know this place inside out. I can show you around if you like, Teha. Great, let's get started. Right now. I mean, I can't complain. This is basically, it's basically a an escort quest where I'm the escort, and it's free XP, so it's fine. I bet you think the Resistance is mostly made up of Alamegan Highlanders like me, but the truth is we don't even count for half. We've got Hellsguard from all the way over by the spine in here, and plenty of Seekers of the Sun like Nago. There's even some Beastmen, well, Beastwomen I suppose, like that one over there. She's an Ananta. They've been with us for a while now. Well, one of the smaller factions has. The rest don't have anything to do with us. They're no different from the Garleans to them. They keep to themselves, spending all their time crafting. Ananta make the most amazing jewelry, by the way. They use magics to twist metals and crystal into shapes you wouldn't believe. It's a pity people hardly ever get to see their work, but then most don't even know they exist. That's enough about them anyway. Let's take a closer look at the statue of Ralgar, shall we? I mean, I kind of saw the statue already. It's pretty neat. Like, look at that. Massive. Pretty awe-inspiring, isn't it? The Breaker of Worlds, who guided our ancestors to these lands all these centuries ago. Yida used to tell me the story of on stormy nights. She wanted me to understand, to remember. At the end of the 5th Astral Era, when the waters rose higher and higher, people all across Eorzea beseeched the heavens for a sign, and lo, a burning star appeared in the eastern sky, and led the way to these mountains of Girabania. They who were saved by his grace pledged to honor and revere him, to devote themselves to great works without and within. A storm of blood approaches fast. Hell's open, heavens weep, for no one's soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. That last part was inscribed on this stone by a monk of the first of Ralgar. Yida explained it to me. A day will come bringing strife and sorrow that none may escape. Waste not those precious hours, but in quiet preparation make strong the body and mind. I don't know if that storm of blood is finally upon us, but if it is, I have to believe that everything we've been through, everything that has led us to this point, will see us through to the end. Sorry, that was all a bit melodramatic, wasn't it? Let's keep moving, shall we? Off to the infirmary. This is the infirmary, as you can probably tell. Here's where the resistance healers patch up the wounded and tend to the sick. No matter how carefully we planned our operations, casualties were inevitable. It's a sad thing to think about, but it's also important to remember the cost, as Conrad would say. We should go. I'll show you to the Aetheryte Plaza next. Actually, I see Y'shtola back there. Let me have a chat with her. You too are come to inspect their facilities. As you can see, they have done well to set aside this much space, but their supplies are insufficient. back to the crystal. Gotta say, if this is our hub, I'm liking it so far. When you've seen one aetheryte, you've seen them all, right? Not quite. This one's an older design, dating back decades, to when the first Aralgar was still here. It may look a little different, but it works just as well as any other. I'll show you where the settlers are next, but don't forget to attune to the aetheryte before we go. Oh, don't worry. I did touch. It's all good. Can't remember the last time I got mail. I noticed that mail icon, but I never get any. Ah, do not tell me. This is... Oh yeah, Chocobo. No, never mind. I will probably never use you. Arms, armor, potions, you name it, these folks got it. The resistance would be in a bad way without brave merchants to keep it provisioned. If you're short on anything, or you need something repaired, these are the people to speak to. Oh, Alphino and Alice are here. Why don't we see how they're getting on? Come to make the measure of our friendly neighborhood merchants. They're a bold lot, that much is plain, but the Imperials found out they were peddling their wares to the Resistance. They would be lucky to escape with their lives. 'Tis a gamble, aye, and I admire their courage, but their motives could hardly be said to be altruistic. Ah, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. Damn, there's a storm in the game. We've finished discussing your proposal, and we're ready to receive you all back on the tent. I've sent someone to fetch your stolen Krael, so if you'd like to follow me.
Thank you all for waiting. We have reached a consensus. I, Conrad Kemp, do hereby accept the Eorzean Alliance's proposal. You must understand, however, that our cooperation comes with certain caveats.
Those caveats being...
I take no joy in this, just so you know. Were it within my power, I'd offer you more assistance. But the Resistance is far more fragmented than you realize. The men and women in my care belong to but one of many factions. Simply put, I can only speak for the people of Rolga's Reach. Now, I have every intention of appealing to the others, and I expect many will agree. But it will take time, and I cannot guarantee universal support.
Understood. I shall see that the Alliance is under no misapprehensions as to your position.
Much obliged. But that's not the whole of it. As you can imagine, the loss of those who cast their lot with the Griffin left us short on numbers. Some of our most trusted veterans died at the wall, and we've had to fill their posts with the young and inexperienced. Frankly, everything's in a right bloody mess.
Oh, we'd be more than happy to help you get back on your feet. If we're going to work together, we'll be doing ourselves a favor.
Well, there's no shortage of work to be done, that's for sure. We're in dire need of new blood, too.
Ishtola and I could lend a hand in the infirmary. From what I saw, they could do with a few more healers.
Very well. I, for my part, shall return to the Rising Stones. I'm certain there are others among the Scions who would welcome the opportunity to fight for Alamegan liberation.
Is there anything else we can do to help?
I had something else in mind for you, Lot. Monargo and Mefrid will tell you more.
Understood. We won't let you down.
Right then. Monargo and Mefrid are to be our keepers. Knowing not of what they require, one task is as good as the other. Make your choice, Teha. Guess I'll take this. Your Aether Compass may now be used to locate Aether Currents in new regions. If you've misplaced your compass, you may obtain another by speaking with Gillibrand at the Forgotten Knight or Galfrid at Raelgar's Reach. Whoa, she disappeared for a second there. Alright, so we got 2 of them. We still have need of this. At the risk of repeating myself, it's still hard for me to believe that we'd meet here again. Of all places. Though I reckon you probably don't remember me after all this time, eh? I'm gonna say yes. I'm impressed. Given everything you went on to accomplish, you'd be forgiven for forgetting all about your time in Quarry Mill. Quarry Mill. Suffice it to say, we didn't forget about you either, nor the lives you saved. As for me, I went to Little Alamigo while Galleon was recovering. Gundobald was my former commander and an old friend, and I had a lot on my mind. In the end, I decided to disband our unit, told the men to live their lives as they saw fit. Some chose to remain in Little Alamigo, and others went to Ul'dah for work. But as you can see, I chose to come back to Albania and join Conrad and the others. I've kept busy since then, ferrying people and provisions across the border and back. It's not been easy, but it's been fulfilling. Today, however, we'll be heading east into the peaks. Conrad thinks we might have luck finding new recruits in the village of Alagana. Alagana? If you're going there, take me with you. Ah, that's right, you're from Alagana. Aren't you, Lyse? By all means, we'd welcome the company. There'll be more to it than just asking around, but we can talk about it on the way. Make your preparations and meet me by the tunnel to the peaks. Before we begin, I'd like to thank you and the Scions again for patching me up after I bled all over your floor. I owe you my life and won't regret it. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that she was, I think at the very beginning, or basically at the very end of last stream before I went off. I remember her collapsing. Furthermore, it was rude of me to run off without saying a word. All is well and good, me claiming my duties here couldn't wait. But a parting thank you was the very least you deserved. My apologies. Nodders. And thank you. Now to business. Don't worry, girl. Teha just nods. That's all he does. Commander Kemps entrusted me with a formal reply to be hand-delivered to the Alliance leadership. It covers everything we discussed, as well as detailing the disposition of our forces. What I need is an escort, 1 or 2 men at most, so we can make it to the wall swiftly without attracting undue attention. Very well, I shall join you in this. General Alden commands the forces at Castrum Oriens. It should be simple enough to see it into his hands. Great. That's just what I wanted to hear. When you're ready to depart, meet me at the pass leading out of the Reach. Okay. So we've got our quests. It looks like clear skies to me. But the weather reports... Oh, there's the thunder. Oh, so I guess these are just all heavy clouds then. Like some part of it looks still. Yeah, that's definitely the car. The startup of the car sounds like someone's humming in my ear. While I have headphones on. It's kind of weird. It's like a quick little... This tunnel will take us all the way to the peaks. We're on a mission for Conrad to Alagana. Clear the barricade if you would. Aye, sir. Shouldn't take more than a moment. There's more villages there than out here, but also more Imperials keeping a close eye on things. We'll need to tread carefully.
I remember the peaks of Girabania, silent watchmen that would stand long after we were gone. We came seeking allies to join us in the fight against the Empire. People who had had enough. People who had suffered every possible indignity, who had been treated like animals, day after day after day.
Treated like subhuman. That's sad. We have a glamour in place here too, as you may have noticed. So far as the Imperials are concerned, this is not more than a testament to the savage impulses of a lesser race. Remember though, once we leave these ruins, we'll have no glamours to conceal us. The villages to the east, keep watch for patrols as we move. Okay. Let's have a look at it. Is that Lyse? Damn. I wonder, is that me, technically? Like the main character? Oh, so this would introduce monks then, wouldn't it? If they're showcasing that kind of playstyle. Okay. God, this looks so good. Is that a place we're gonna go eventually? That looked cool. Oh, samurai. Oh my fucking god. That's insane. Oh my god, look at it. It's a proper city. Ah, look at them. Oh, in all their glory. That was a good final shot. Yugiri and he's a new character, so I forgot his name, but the two of them on the top like that, looking out. It's a beautiful shot. Cool. That was great. That actually got me really hyped. Thing you need? Good, let's be off. I don't remember. I don't even remember which way I was meant to be going. Like between the two MSQ quests that I was given. I think, I mean, we're just gonna go with this one, I guess. Doesn't matter. But bring in our works in. So I wasn't spoiled with anything, but I was kind of hinted to the idea that Stormblood in general is going to feel shorter. Mainly for the reason that the storylines seem more like side lore. But I guess we'll see about that. Quiet, hear that? That was a ceruleum engine backfiring. Imperials. Gods, you have preternatural senses. I didn't hear a thing. When you grow up hunting in these lands, you learn to discern the sounds that could mean life or death, and be they of a predator or patrol. From what I'm hearing, we have 7-man patrol augmented with single Magitech armor. Wide search pattern, divided into 3 teams. I don't think they know we're here. It's risky, but we should split up and try to take them all by surprise at the same time. We don't want them calling reinforcements. 3 teams, 3 of us. Nothing for it then. Where are they? Head north. You should see them long before they see you. I'll deal with the ones in the south. The armor should be just to the west. Teja is best equipped to deal with that. We attack in 5. That should be enough time to get into position. Rendezvous with the West Bank after. Any questions? No? Good. Good luck. Heavensward was so great that I'm okay with this just being like half as good. So it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure I'll enjoy it anyways. I'm really looking forward to Shadowbringers just because of the hype I've heard about it. But I've also heard that it's probably the most emotional expansion, so I don't know how I feel about that. It looks like everything went to plan. Not that I'm surprised. The 3 soldiers I faced didn't put up much of a fight. Most of the Imperials we get out here is conscripts from other provinces with little training and even less conviction. It's grim work, killing men and women like that, but I don't doubt they'd do the same to you if the roles were reversed. And don't you dare pity a man in armor. Conscript or no, a soldier piloting one of those can kill a dozen good men in the blink of an eye. Not that I need to tell you that after what happened at the wall. What am I getting here? That's not gonna be good enough. I'll just take the material. Alright, have fun in your instance. I didn't read that. Right, I believe we've rested long enough. We should resume our journey before someone notices the missing patrol. Alright. Oh, we're sneaky sneak. We're clear. Only Alliance patrols ahead. You said the forces at Castramorians were under the command of Flame General Roban Aldin, did you not? By Raugar, the bull of the Alamigo himself. Never dreamed I'd have the chance to meet the legend. It feels like, so far anyways, that the XP I'm getting per quest is gonna net me like at least another 2 to 3 levels by the end of 4.0. If not more. But that's kind of exciting because I get to do, when I'm ready for it, I get to do like my entire Paladin quest line all in one go. I like that.
It is good to see you again, my friends.
Voices.
I hope you are here to tell me you have made contact with the Resistance.
We are, General. Allow me to introduce Monago of Rolga's Reach.
At your service, sir. And may I say what an absolute honor it is to stand before the Bull of Alamigo.
These are not the Blood Sands, girl. You and I are but soldiers on a battlefield fighting for the same cause.
As you say, General. On behalf of Commander Kemp of the Alamigan Resistance, I present to you our formal response.
Good. I'm glad we've reached an accord. Though I was not aware you had suffered such losses.
Aye. Some of our finest took part in the Griffin's doomed assault, and we've been struggling to find new recruits ever since. The massacres cast a pall over the whole Resistance, and many who might once have been open to joining us have since thought better of it.
After all of the Griffin's false promises, one can hardly blame them. They have no desire to give their lives for a lost cause.
We will not lie to them. This is war, and lives will be lost. Yet what we offer is not the fever dream of a madman, but true hope.
The people need proof of this, Father. Let us show it to them. I say we stand shoulder to shoulder with our new allies and engage the Garleans in open warfare. The Resistance must demonstrate that they can hold their own against Imperial regulars. And with our assistance, I am confident they can do just that. If we can achieve even a token victory, I believe it will serve to rekindle the hope of the Alamegan people and inspire them to rise up once more.
Aye. Aye. Once word spread that we'd won a battle against the Garleans, I'd wager we'd have new recruits flocking to us from malms around. The question is, when and where do we strike?
I'm glad you asked. I have a plan.
Alright, sounds good. It's probably muted during that whole time, my bad. And we, for our part, will be fighting with the Resistance, yes? I somehow doubt you were intending to sit this one out. Okay. I really like the triumphant quest completion and the quest accepted theme. Oh, what am I getting? Not good. Okay. We've been careful to avoid needless shows of force this side of the wall, but that's all about to change. And when it does, you may be sure they'll send their new toys out to entertain us. I would ask you to participate in this operation, but from that look I see it is a foregone conclusion. My thanks. Per Pippin's plan, we need to turn East End into an Imperial graveyard. You're a dab hand at this, and I'd be a fool not to use you. Head to the spot on your map, right here, aye. A patrol should be along shortly. Deal with them, then rendezvous with the rest of us at this location. Go well, Teja. Let's do it. Do I need to... No, we already did it. Oh, so we're back, we're back. Where are we going? It's a bit of a travel, but should be fine. I love this piano music. Wait, where are we going? I almost went right past it. The piano really enchanted me. There we go. Lyse described that to me before. I wonder if we're gonna have to go in there someday. Alright, these guys are actually taking health off of me, so that's something I'm not used to. For most of Heaven's Sword, I was in like the high 50s. So barely anything scratched off health. Unless obviously I was in a instance. Okay, so I'm gonna go up and around because I'm not sure if going down into an unknown section is gonna connect from underneath. So I'm just gonna go to where I know. Get out of here, tree. Okay. All went to plan? Good. Our scouts report that a unit escorting the prototype weapons has left Castile and Velodina. The resistance is already in position. We all have but to wait for our guests to arrive. Hell yeah. Let's get it done.
Things looked grim for us after Cartano, didn't they? Oh, how they doubted us. Yet here we are, right as rain, with fancy new toys to put through their paces.
Oh, it's him.
It's like all my name days have come at once.
I remember you. We kicked your ass like 3 times over in one fight. You got a little band-aid to show for it. Cute.
Well, 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 if it isn't Garland's little troublemaker. I can't wait to see the look on Xenos' face when I bring him your head.
Alright, buddy. Let's just get this over with. You know I'm gonna kill you or beat the crap out of you.
Secret weapons here don't grind it into mush.
Not even gonna let you finish that sentence. Let's go.
Get after them, damn you! Now I've gotcha! You'll be weeping blood!
Oh, I might die. Damn. Can't kill that. Oh, that's it. I have to drag it so that the boss is between, oh god.
As a raging bull!
Nice. I have to put that little robot that's tethered to me between, or on the other side so that the boss is in between us. And then drag it over. Come here for a second, actually. Because... Oh, did I do it? I guess I didn't need to, kill him. He who fights and runs. What the? Who in the hell is it, you lot? For Alamigo, let none escape. Oh, we're continuing. How do I disable it? Never mind.
Miracles of Magitech design, my arse! I passed harder stools than these piles of scrap.
Okay, dude. Whatever.
You'll pay for this. Mark my words, the next time we meet will be the last.
Run and tell your viceroy. The day belongs to El Amigo! Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, that's a yar if I ever had heard one. It's just a straight up yell. Well done, all of you. I call this operation a resounding success. Can't say I'm surprised. The Bull of Alamigo had an impressive military record before he went west, as I recall. Credit where it's due, Master Kemp. 'Twas Marshal Taropin who made this plan, and all of you, Resistance and Alliance alike, who carried it out to perfection. Aye, that they did. Not a single casualty, for which I'm grateful beyond words. No doubt our comrades back at the Reach will feel the same. As will ours. Nodders. It's been a pleasure, General. Until next battle. Monago, I leave the Scions in your care. We shall return to the castrum then, Teja. Mistress Levalier, once more you have my thanks. As Master Kemp said, until the next battle. Alright. I heard the stories, but to actually see you in action. I almost found myself pitting the Imperials. Seriously though, it was inspirational. Oh, but you must be tired of hearing that, eh? I'll keep it simple then. Thanks for the help out there. Yeah, no, I'm good. Well, there's no reason to remain here any longer. Let's get back to the Reach. You didn't have to take part in the operation, but you did. You went above and beyond what was asked of you, without hesitation, and for that we owe you a debt. Our victory may not count for much in practical terms, but its symbolic value cannot be overstated. Alliance and Resistance fighters came together to face an Imperial unit, equipped with Garlemald's newest weapons, and smashed them. People will remember this day. Aye, that they will. For it marks the beginning of something far greater than any single victory, the beginning of a campaign by a united Eorzea to drive the Garleans from our lands. Promises and platitudes mean naught without action, but the Alliance took the field and risked their lives for our cause. Ha! To think that the last time Gridanian troops trod this soil was more than a century ago, during the Autumn War, and that was to defend against our invasion. Ours is a long and bloody history, to be sure, and it gives me heart to see that despite our acrimonious past, we can still come together for the sake of the future. Well said, Commander. Which is why I intend to go from village to village. I don't know why I said college. From village to village and spread word of our victory and our new alliance. The people will flock to our banners, just you wait and see. Teja, Alice, cannot thank you enough for your assistance. My thumbs up. I love that just because of how over animated I look. Oh, I'm not there yet. Okay, so we're going down and then to the right. Or my left. God, so look at that tower to the southeast. Where? I guess I can't see it. How long did it take for them to build it? Never an Imperial in sight. That's a mercy. Alagana's due east past the bridge. Follow me, it's not much further. Guess we can go up here. I gotta remember to touch. Otherwise, it's gonna be a long ride back. You can rest easy. We made it. This is Alagana. It feels strange coming home like this. I always imagined it would be... Oh, sorry. That has nothing to do with why we're here. We need recruits. I wonder what she means by that. Aye, we do. But as I said back at the Reach, it's a little more complicated than just asking for volunteers these days. As you know, we're short-handed because many of our people were taken by the Griffin's promises and went to the wall, never to return. It wasn't just them though. Folks from all over, including some of my former comrades, answered his call to arms. As for why we came to this particular village, it's rumored that Alagana lost a few youths as well. If there's truth to that, then there could be others sympathetic to the cause. Then again, after the Griffin's betrayal, they may be suspicious of outsiders claiming allegiance to the Resistance, and rightfully so. So with all that in mind, how are we supposed to convince them to join? I mean, I knew it wouldn't be as simple as giving a speech in the village square. Not if you didn't want the place to be burned to the ground, no. You might as well piss in the Viceroy's eye. Okay. We will need to be a good deal more circumspect than that. You never know when an Imperial spy is listening. It's a bit dramatic. We must speak with the Elder first. I know for a fact that he can be trusted. We'll listen to what he has to say and decide what to do after. Sounds like a plan. Let's hope there are still some brave men and women here willing to fight. Yeah. Bragan Frid, the village elder, is over by the shore. No time like the present. Let's have a word. Don't know you, traveler. You a merchant? You'll not find much custom here. Greetings and well met, Elder. My sincerest apologies that I did not send word ahead of our arrival. Too long have I been away from Alagana, and I would know of your recent troubles. Ah, you're a comrades of Mefrid. I see. Speak on, though. I suspect I know your purpose. The Griffin came with many men, and left with many more. Such is the rumor. Is it true? He lit a fire in the hearts and then dangled a dream before their tired eyes. And now you come to steal away what few remain. The Griffin was a traitor and a madman. We had no part in his schemes. We have made an agreement with the Alliance. This time it will be different. Those are really bad words to say to someone who's skeptical or just straight up cynical. This time it will be different. This time, cold comfort to the dead and the ones they left behind. How much more must we give before you've had your fill? But surely you hate the Empire as much as we do. They took our lands, our traditions, even our god. and they demand a fifth of what little we've got left? I hate the bastards with every fiber of my being, but hate's not enough, Mefrid. We can't keep doing this. I'll not tell anyone you came, but you need to just go. Now leave us be and never return. Got no right to speak to you. Got no right to speak to us like that. I've got a quarry that was producing barely enough to keep us fed, and that was before half of our young men and women went off to die for your bloody cause. So yes, I've got every right to tell you to leave my village. He's pissed. No, you don't, because it's my village too, my home. What in the hells are you on about? Wait, I know those eyes. You're one of Curtis's girls. Lyse Hext. And I'm here to take back my homeland. By Ralgar, the last time I saw you, I didn't even know if you were still alive. And I never thought you would come. I almost didn't, and my sister never will. Lots of others won't either, and that's why we've got to carry on the wait. You even sound like him. Ha. As you say, I've got no right to tell you to leave. Alagana is as much your home as it is mine. But I say to you again, we can give no more. Yes, I heard you the first time. Let's go. I said just let him rebuild. Don't bring him into any trouble. Oh, there it is. I would have gone all the way around otherwise and then met you. That could have been handled better, but what's done is done. At least we've been granted permission to stay. I was hoping Ragnfrid might help us to recruit some of his people. That clearly isn't going to happen. If we're to convince any of them to join, we'll first need to regain their trust. It's risky and it's hardly subtle. But I say we approach the villagers directly, see what problems they've got, and if we can do anything to help. Makes sense to me. Let's split up and ask around. Definitely getting that. Have a look-see. A new face in Ghana. Huh. What would you have to ask of me then? Words. A stranger and generous soul besides. Bollocks. Is not more suspicious than a good Samaritan. On the other hand, if you are an Imperial agent, I suspect you'll go about your business with more discretion. Bugger me, you really are here to help, aren't you? Very well. I'll take you up on your offer, stranger. My little brother is working on the rocks by Grim and Enid. He's got something for me. Can you go get it? Right then. Brighton Coral is his name. Ask him for the leftovers. He ought to understand. Wait, what's this one then? Let's talk to the front of her head. How about? You best keep your distance if you know what's good for you. Say your piece and move on. Looking for folks down on their luck? Congratulations, you found one. As you can see, my leg ain't what it used to be. Some days I can hardly walk for the pain. Mornings are the worst, especially after cold nights. Hard labor's right out. Too much pain and trouble for others. There's a tea that helps with it, though. I'd need to grind a chapuli horn and hornbill talon for the blend. Eh? You'll go and get some for me? Just like that? You needn't trouble yourself, so... Oh, too late. The words popped up on screen. I'm doing it. You sealed your fate, lady. Getting you a horn. Oh, we just gotta kill, some Chapuli. Chapulai. That snowflake Holy Spirit attack doesn't do much damage. I wonder if it's like... if I need to wait till I get my Stormblood Paladin set. Or if it's just like a low damage attack. 'Cause I would have thought a potency of 350 would have been a lot. But... Okay, we've got the horn. The horn bill needs to be there. Okay, where's this? Okay, so it's there and it's there. Got it. I'd rather just stick with the MSQ tonight, especially after last stream. You know? Here for the leftovers, are you? Not like my brother to send someone in his stead, but so be it. It's all in the sacks over yonder. They're bleeding heavy, mine, so be careful when you pick them up. Full, so there's blood in them. Alright. Fair enough. Wow, look at that. Hold on. I want to know what that place is up there. That's not the same tower we looked at the beginning of Stormblood, is it? Unless there's like... Oh, you know what? It might be that tower way off in the distance. Maybe. It's a lot of really tall architecture going off. I like it. Ah, the new face. You have my leftovers. Huh. Well, I'll be. You actually went out and brought the whole lot. Much obliged, much obliged. It's saltpeter for making fire sand, in case you're curious for what it's all for. The rocks by the lakes got good deposits. It ain't hard for my brother to pass for any other plodding quarrymen. All the while sweeping bits and pieces off to the side. To bundle up and sell to the sutlers what trade with the resistance. It's a living. And a way of biting back besides. Our way of spitting in the Garlean's eye for putting our father in an imperial uniform and shipping him off to some faraway province 15 years ago. Don't know if he's dead or alive even. Though if he were alive, he'd not be long for this world if we were caught fighting for the resistance. So this is the best we can do. This is the long and short of it. We do what we can, though we know it's not enough. I think you'll find that most folks here ain't much different. Society's got a reason. I don't know why I said society. Everybody's got a reason, but in the end, the result is the same. I suppose I just wanted you to know, that's all. That we know why you're here, and that even if we can't join you, we wish we could. That's sad. Like, I feel bad for him. For all he knows, his father could be nearby, but fuck it. They don't know. Do I have Workson out? No, I don't. Workson, get out here. I should have had you around during the last few quests, actually. That would have made things a lot easier. How are we doing, by the way? Almost level 9. Yeah. Attack speed. HP. Alright. You've been gone a while. What brings you back to Alagana? Oh, I never meant to. I mean, in times like these, you never think people actually... This country's hard on people, but it's not just that. The Imperials, they've made it known I'm not to be helped. A dead man's good for one lesson, you know, whereas a live one. You're with the Resistance, right? I suppose there's no reason not to tell you then. My father, God's rest his soul, was deathly sick at the time, and so I'd gone out into the forest spear in hand to gather herbs. And then I had the good fortune to run into an Imperial patrol. My weapon marked me as a rebel, or so they said. Not that I made a difference. Not that it made a difference if I'd fought back. I knew what the lot of them were about the moment that this centurion laid eyes on me. Didn't matter in the end, of course. Some people just like to hurt others. By the time I limped back into the hut, it was too late for my father. Too late for me too, and many others, I imagine. Help them too if you like. He'll be grateful and say thank you, but beyond that, I wouldn't hope for much. Shit. Definitely painted a very evil picture. Also, I had no idea all of that was going on. I wonder if that's a hole. Like, can I... Hang on. That looks like a hole I can get into. Right. Before I do anything else, give me a second. First of all. Okay. I'll just keep the visual off for now. Ah, there you are, Teha. Been trying to help the villagers deal with this food shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperials have been swooping into villages unannounced and seizing supplies in order to prevent the people from stockpiling, in case they might be in league with the Resistance. Not much, but I've taught them a few tricks to better hide what little they've got left. How's Lyse getting on, by the way? You'd think people would be more inclined to trust a local girl. Assuming they remember her, that is. Right. I mean, everyone seems pretty beat down. I'm not surprised. No, I didn't mean to... Where were you these past 20 years? Where were you when we were being grounded under the Black Wolf's boot? On the other side of this bastard wall, living the high life, I'd wager. That's not fair. Oh, and who's this? Another one of your freedom-loving friends, daring to help us poor unfortunate souls. Trying to whip us into a frenzy so we'll go and storm a castrum with our pickaxes and shovels. Leave, all of you, before you bring a cohort down on us all. And you, don't you dare speak like you're one of us. You can't even begin to understand what we've been through. You weren't there, Lyse. You weren't there. This is my home, and I love it with all my heart. And if you truly have any love for it too, you'll keep us out of your doomed rebellion. He has a point. No matter what I say or do, doesn't change the fact that I left him behind. This isn't about me or anyone else. It's about Alamigo. Let's go and find Mefford. Damn shame. Looks like the Elder wasn't the only one unwilling to hear us out. Can't blame him, given what happened at the wall. I thought I might be able to appeal to them as a fellow... I don't know. But if anything, it just made him angrier. I haven't lived through it like they have. I can't claim to know the struggle like they do either, Lyse. I ran too, but if I hadn't, I'd never met Teja and the rest of you. We might not be here today in a position to make a difference. So I don't regret my choices, nor will I apologize for them. There's more than one way to fight. It's true. Help! Someone, anyone! We need help! I don't like the sound of that one bit. Come on. The Tributum and the bloody ratmen, they... Damn it all. You there, take a deep breath and tell us what happened. It was all business as usual. Tributums due soon, and we were taking it to the Imperials when the Kikern attacked. They took my brother and our money. Took him where? Ruins to the south of here. It was just an old temple before they came, and listen, Rakrasta is the only family I've got left. If I lose him, The Ziggurat! If the Ratmen took him there, he's as good as dead. Gotta get after them. If there's even a chance her brother's alive, we have to try. You're right, Lyse. We've got to help him. If not for the missing man, then the Tributum. The Garleans won't suffer excuses if they're late. Well, let's get going then. The Wakrata is being held somewhere in the Ziggurat to the south, which has been taken over by a host of Kicker and bandits. That about covers it then. We've prepared for a fight. They may not be the most challenging foes, but there's sure a lot of them. We are off to... I'm gonna go down this little tunnel here. What is that? Wait. What the fuck? Dustanilla, what the hell are you? What are you made of? Don't... That's almost frightening how that's a creature. Maybe it's freaky to me because of all the folds on it, but damn. If that's all hair, imagine putting a razor to that. Right, off to the west a bit and then back south. Oh, look at that. Isn't there something in Japan that looks like that? It's like not a... I think it might be one or two constructs with a building in the center. Or, I don't know, I'm thinking of either that or like an upside down pyramid with the entrance and all the windows are in like the little lines in between. I hope I'm not making that up. That sounds like something that I dream about or something. There's a kick here right there. They're fighting them, eh? Please let me go. I'm begging you. I don't want to die. Oh, are you gonna get sacrificed? Is that what this is? Hear that? I think it came from the top of the ziggurat. Who dares come to loot our man flesh? Ours to beat, ours to eat. We knew it'd come to this. Kill them quick before they alert the others. Oh, we gotta just keep breaking in then. This would be an exercise and a half. Look at that. I'd do that. Pretty much leg day for me. I mean, I die physically, but I do it. By Ralgar, what did I ever do to deserve this? I've gone to bed hungry for months. I'm skin and bones. I'd hardly make a snack, much less a meal. Oh, you found him. Wait, are you here to rescue me? Your sister sent us. It's gonna be alright. My sister? Oh, Ralgar be praised. She's safe. And you lot fought your way in here just for me? Think there are still good, brave folk in this world. We should go before the Kikirin return in force. You still have the Tributum? Oh gods, the Tributum. The Imperials were wondering where I am. I have to go. What, right now in your condition? You don't understand. We were given a warning last month for being short. If I don't make it this time, there's no telling what will happen to me and my sister. What, it's like, let him go or whatever? Can't help him, maybe? I'm glad we saved him, but seeing him run off like that, I've got a bad feeling about this. Listen, Teja. Mefford, I think we need to go after Rakata. But you'd better not be thinking of stopping him. You heard what he said. If they don't pay one way, they'll pay another. I know that I do. And I don't want to interfere. I just want to see that he makes it there safely. But that's the sum of it, that's fine. Let's head down and see if we can't pick up his trail. If I fall down here now... I didn't die. Other people are pulling aggro on it. Alright. So there's some glittery stuff to pick up. Nothing of interest. Well, if I'm not picking anything up, then am I just following the trail, or do I have to interact with this stuff? Spy a chocobo feather. Okay. Any luck? Chocobo feather, is it? Aye, by my reckoning, it came from Ricotta's bird, in which case, there's a collapsed bridge just around the bend. Hug the rocks and stick to the shadows. We'll find him soon enough. Any minute now, I expect he'll come thundering round the bend and... Hear that? Get to cover, quickly, now!
Are they
Why need looking?
Worse. Skulls. Listen, Lyse. Whatever happens, stay hidden and do not intervene. Understood?
This guy's gonna die.
You there! Halt! You know you shouldn't be here. Explain yourself.
Forgive me, sir. I came to deliver the tributum.
Oh, aye. A likely story. Only a fool would dare to come so late. Or, mayhap, a resistance spy.
No, you've got it all wrong. I was waylaid by bandits. It's not my fault.
I said halt!
Is this a joke? You don't seriously expect us to believe this is a fake? How stupid do you think we are?
It is, I swear, on my mother's life.
Spare us. You came late, you lied about bandits, and then you tried to cheat the Empire of its due.
Think you can kill them all? Including the ones watching from the tower? Even if you did, others would come for him and his family. You'd be condemning them all to a life of hard labor. Assuming they didn't just execute them, that is.
But it isn't fair.
It's your bloody fault we're stuck out here patrolling this godforsaken wasteland. It's your fault I have to listen to people go on and on about how Alamegans can't be trusted. I've worked and toiled harder than any man. I'm a citizen, goddammit. And what are you? A stupid, stubborn little dog who'd sooner bite the hand that feeds him and pine for the good old days.
That's enough! Lord Xenos is expecting our report.
I bet the poor bastard can't believe his luck. He gets to go home. We should do the same.
Poor Chocobo's attending to him, looking at him while he's limping away. Oh boy. That's fucked. Heard the commander was keen-eyed about, but gods, that was a near thing. Tears me up inside to see our own kinsmen doing the bidding of the Viceroy. They made their choice, and if it comes to it, I'll cut down every last one of them myself. Wakata's alive, and the tribune's been paid. That's all that matters now. I for one would rather not wait around to see if the skulls decide to return. We'd best get back to Alagana and tell Ragnfrid his man got the job done. Alright? I don't know, man. I feel like we're gonna have to do something about these people at some point. We owe you a debt of gratitude for what you did. Wakata told me everything. How you fought with the Kikurin and saved his life. For all the good it did. We saw what happened when he met with the skulls. How they beat him half to death. We could have stopped him. I reckon you could. Redford's a warrior, as is your comrade. And you're strong like your father. That much is plain. But I thank Rhaegar you did not. Because it would not have ended with them. Wakata and his sister would have been branded as insurgents, not the whole lot of us. Bones heal, scars fade, but the dead remain dead. We're alive, and that's more than can be said for only the gods know how many others. That's enough for you, is it? To put up with whatever they do to you, so long as you get to see another day? That's right. You grit your teeth and you learn to live with the pain. I'll admit I was quick to judge you, Lyse. And for that I apologize. I know you and yours meant well. I do. But I'm telling you, God's in the heavens is my witness that we've got nothing left to give. We can't help you. I understand. Thank you for your honesty. She may say it, but she doesn't mean it. Nor would I expect her to. Her father was stubborn as an ox too. If she set on walking the same path, I but pray she won't follow it to the same end. Well, she took it better than I anticipated, which isn't saying much, I suppose. We should go see if she's alright. Sorry about running off like that. Alamegans terrorizing their own. I just can't accept it, you know? No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have put up with it, day after day after day. I'm not completely naive, you know? I didn't expect them to storm a castrum with their pickaxes and shovels, or whatever it was. But nor did I expect Wakata to just lie there in the dirt while they kicked him. I can't claim to know their pain. I barely remembered this place, or even my father's face. But I remember Yida's. Remember how scared she was when we ran, and that look in her eyes when she talked about home. Her home, but not mine, is it? There you are, Lyse. I've been looking all over for you. Well, you found me. Got something else to say? Aye, that I do. I said some things to you before that I shouldn't have. It wasn't my place to do so, and I'm sorry. All that rubbish I spouted about how I loved my village, but when one of ours was in need, I was cowering here and with all the others. Didn't even think to go after Wakata, but you did. Made me feel like a bloody hypocrite I am. If I truly cared for my people, I'd fight for them. So I will if you'll have me. You're asking to join the resistance? When you put it like that, I suppose I am. But not just me. There are others I know who've been thinking about it for a while now. There's not many of us. We're not hardened warriors like you lot, but... If your heart bleeds for Alamigo, then that's good enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome at Ralgar's Reach. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. I'll go and speak with the others and send word when we're ready. Still think this isn't your home? No, I was just thinking out loud. With that, my friends, our mission is concluded. Let us return to the Reach. Though nothing went according to plan, we nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits. And it was your passion and conviction that moved them to join. Thank you. No, thank you for giving me the opportunity to find out what our people have been through these past 20 years. It's been humbling. And troubling, too. I'd heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I'd ever seen them in the flesh. I know you'd say they're the same as any other Imperial soldiers. Maybe that's how I'll have to think of them myself if our paths ever crossed on the battlefield. But when, not if. That day will come, Lyse. You can't afford to hesitate when it does. Young, old, conscript, citizen, Garlean, Alamigan, none of that matters. They've all got their reasons, but they're no better than yours, especially when they're bearing down on you, blade in hand. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been much of a talker myself, but who knows? Maybe you could be one, Lyse. Your father certainly was. Right then. I'd best begin preparing for these new recruits, Teja. Lyse, it's been a pleasure. Our stance. Always the fist pumps. Alright. Owing to the efforts of you all, we have accomplished a great deal in a short time. The Resistance thanks you for your service, Scions. I see operations here have been proceeding apace in my absence. Welcome back, brother dearest. I take it your efforts to gather new recruits were successful. Indeed. There were several amongst the Scions ranks that were quite eager to take part in our joint endeavor with the Resistance. Whom I am come to present. Oh, I didn't see that guy before. He was just standing there. Commander Kemp, if I may. My name is Arenvald Lentinus. A half-breed, as you can doubtless tell. I'm here to fight for a free Alamigo. For an Alamigo where women like my mother are never made to suffer. I pray you grant me this honor. You're a true-born son of Gerbania, same as me. It's not my honor to grant, but yours to freely take. Welcome, brother. With our swelling ranks, and the aid of the Eorzean Alliance and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, I believe we will soon be in a position to seize the initiative. Once our new recruits have received sufficient training, I will propose General Alden that we draw up plans for an assault on Castellum Philodina. Then in the meantime, we will make preparations we can. And now more people are doing fist bumps. Oh boy. Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo. What the hell is this? Well, there he is.
Alliance forces have occupied Castrum Orients and taken up positions along the length of the wall. Our patrols have engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges, save one. A unit tasked with field testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near-total casualties.
Near total? Go on.
My lord, there was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command. According to his report, they were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor. A fine day's work. The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live. However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
So, if I get this straight, the unit this guy's in charge of had a survivor from an attack from the Alliance. And this survivor is about to die because he survived it. Just if I'm getting that right. We're gonna start killing our own men.
We have no need of cowards.
Look at all them belts. Does he actually need that?
My lord,
Cowards who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes.
Oh, so that guy was not in the battle, so he survived, and therefore he shall die.
Why? When confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands. Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors. jrpg is where we shall host them. The field upon which we shall enjoy the sport of kings. Patience is paramount. Cornered animals may have spirit, but they are ultimately predictable and very poor sport. But if one dangles the promise of freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting. It is a delicate dance, one which asks much of my hounds. And so I put the question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
My lord, I have a proposal.
Silence, Alamegan! You do forget yourself! Only by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
This savage yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Thank you, my lord.
Guess we'll find out about that plan. Right then, I've got duties to attend to. Mayhap we could assist you with said duties. We're here to help, after all. The three of you have been busy, so I'll understand if you require time to rest. If not, however, it would seem sensible to assist our allies with their preparations. We'd be grateful for any and all help you can offer. If you ask around, I guarantee you won't want for work. Let me put some of this materia away. I beg your pardon. The man who bested Gaius von Baelsar wishes to offer me his assistance. I say this is highly irregular. Though I've heard it said you had a penchant for aiding the common man, in which case... Before the occupation I was a humble historian. While my duties leave me scarce time for aught else, I think it important that these momentous events be recorded for the benefit of future generations. Primary sources are indispensable. I had a mind to question a number of my fellow freedom fighters, ask them their motivations for taking up this cause and so forth. May take down their statements in this log. And Teja, thank you for your service. Now and ever after. I was just a cook before all this. Simple player, really. Had a chance to lend a hand and help feed some refugees one day. Took a liking to the fighters. They believed, you know. And there's always a need for cooks, or at least people who can work with whatever the foraging parties turn up. Oh wow, is this gonna be like multiple MSQs going off? If you want to help, do you? Seeing as how I'm in no position to leave the stew pot unattended, would you go and ask Tebe for a variety of herbs? 6 sprigs or so of whatever he's got on hand should suffice. It's not as haphazard as it may seem. Depending on the recipe, it doesn't really matter what sort you add, so long as you add something. I'll be here when you get back. Herbs, is it? 6 sprigs of whatever's on hand. Afraid I can't spare that much. You'll take 2 and be glad of it. Well, damn. Alright. The remainder you'll have to gather yourself. Shouldn't be too much of a bother, though. You'd be surprised what you can find growing underfoot, even in the Reach. The Ananta Battlemaid. You look like a strider in search of comrades in need. If so, I have a task for you. I'm a trainer, and I was told to expect new recruits this eve. Yet nary a one has come. Perhaps they were given the wrong time or location. I do not know. They number 5 in all. These would-be warriors. Send them unto me, should you chance to find them. You know, I might level up when I complete all these. Like, this is a lot of XP for gathering and looking for people. Why? Why indeed. To save lives, perhaps. but to make amends for the ones I couldn't. My father and my brothers were worked to death while building a castrum. What did it matter to the Garleans, eh? More where that lot came from. And after that, I couldn't keep on doing nothing. Aren't you the Akon Slayer? Damned if I know why you'd bother asking someone like me why I joined the Resistance. But it's simple. If I wasn't fighting for Alamigo, I'd be fighting for the Empire. You're not either with them or you're not. And if you're with them, you may as well make the most of it. Food, training, citizenship if you live long enough. You'll die stealing someone else's hand like as not. But that's the choice. But me, I'd rather die here. Alright. Hopefully not, but fair enough. I know I'm late, but I had to say a prayer for my sister first. After what the Imperials did to her, death was a mercy. Oh, these are missing recruits, that quest, okay. This guy about. That there's a sightseeing log, unless I'm mistaken. Do you perchance know a woman named Millith? I do, actually. Ha, what are the odds? Millith was my niece, lest you wonder, and she has told me much and more about you in her letters. But where are my manners? Ulgar Ironheart, at your service. I'm an explorer like most of the clan, and my niece bade me share with you such knowledge I have accumulated. Here, lend me your log. What would you do with that log, mister? Let's see now. Definitely there, and there, and there, and there. Yes, that ought to suffice. My explorations have taken me far and wide, but dearest to my heart are the regions of Alamigo. Beauteous in her ruggedness, and the lands of the Far East, glorious in their diversity. There are many wondrous sights to be seen in these places, and I've written down the directions to them. Some will prove more difficult to reach than others, but if you're even half as resourceful as Millith says you are, I'm confident that you will find them all. And with that, I shall leave you to resume your adventures. Go forth, my friend, and take in such breathtaking vistas as even my father, the great Roddard Ironheart, could not see in his lifetime. Cool. Expansion for the sightseeing log. Huh. Training? Gah, I was so busy practicing to impress the others that I completely forgot. Thank you. Alright. Oh, I've got to pick this up as well. Oh, that was it. Okay, good. Awesome. Oh, right here. Oh, there you are. Got those herbs I asked for. Thanks, that'll do nicely. And sorry to impose upon you, sir. Thought you were another new recruit. Didn't realize until after that you were, But to answer the question is probably on your mind, yes. It's always like this. Never enough food or supplies to go around. All the more reason to be grateful when our countrymen can spare some for the cause. Though that comes at a cost, too. Too many villages, too many children more deserving than us. But a man can't fight on an empty stomach, can he? So we partake, as we must. We never lose sight of the dream. Never lose sight of the dream. Missing recruits. There is a missing recruit somewhere. Maybe. Unless this dude's hanging on a ceiling. There he is. Oh, bugger. You were sent by the snake, weren't you? Heard 1 in 4 recruits doesn't live through their training. That can't be true, right? Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger. I mean, just take a tissue and blow your nose. Take the boogers right out of you. Oh, there's a thing to do. Hold on. Oh, is that bats? Why'd I join the resistance? Well, if you must know, it was to avenge a friend the Imperials butchered before my very eyes. Back in Alamigo. We owned a stall in the markets, and a passing soldier snatched up a piece of fruit. He spoke out before I could stop him, only to get a foam of steel in the gut for his troubles. Found my way here, and that was that. Fuck. Alright, well I guess this place is gonna be where we do one of the dungeons, because there's that icon up there in the minimap. Temple of the Fist. Omete, huh? Have you spoken with the freedom fighters as I asked? As fascinating as they are varied, you have a knack for convincing others to bare their hearts to you. I could not have done it better myself. Many years from now, when these tempestuous times pass into memory, their accounts will serve as a window into the struggle. You must never forget, my friend. Never. All recruits are present and accounted for. My thanks to you, Strider. Not all appreciate the rigor with which I train my recruits. Some favor a gentler approach, as if the Imperials will be so kind. 'Tis a thankless job to teach, some say, but I say their survival thanks enough. Fare you well. Damn it all. Where could I have got to? Oh, pardon me, fellow lover of freedom and justice. You haven't seen a ward of the Destroyer anywhere, have you? Maybe on the ground, as if a certain bloody fool had dropped it? Yeah, it's him. I'd seen him. I had it this morning. But that much I know for certain. And I've not left the Reach since. So it's gotta be around here somewhere. Huh. If you got a moment to spare, would you be willing to help me search? Spent some time near the Temple of the Fist earlier, so it might be there. As for me, I'll look around near the officer's pavilion. They're hardly rare, I know, and I could just as easily buy another, but even so, please help me find it. Well, so we're searching for some fighter or fighter's ward. I've searched high and low, but it just won't turn up. 7 Hells, that's the one. It's my lucky ward. You're a godsend, brother. Before I was born, my mother made a pilgrimage to the Temple of the Fist, where she, like many others, received the blessings of the monks. And then Theodric came and burned it all to the ground, mad bastard. And after him came the Garleans, who cared even less for our beliefs. But I still keep to the old ways, as do many others. And when my son is born, I'll teach him the stories of the scripture, and as my mother taught me. It's always really, jarring when it gets to, like, Eorzea times 6 AM, and suddenly it goes from serene soundtrack to ba-ba-ba. So that kind of startled me a bit.